All right, so did my second week of the Iron Condor on SPY. I also did something similar on Disney and Tesla. Disney, I wound up, I think, like down 4%. Tesla was up 23%, but SPY closed out for like 30% loss. So figured I'd show you how I did that or didn't do that. I'm not going to show you just the gains. I'm going to show you the losses when I have those two. And I can probably tell you why it didn't work out too. So let me get to my screen share here. Let's see. Optimize, bam. Okay. All right. So many things up here. Okay, so let's start with Disney here. Disney, I think I got out basically kind of a scratch. So basically I'm doing a call spread here, a put spread here on either side of the open price. This was Monday here. So I skewed it a little bit in favor of it going up, and really it opened pretty well the second day and then dropped and continued to drop. And actually looked like it might wind up into the green zone that's kind of hidden down here. That would be max gains on it. But then it opened back here, climbed up. I actually closed out of it somewhere around here for basically about a break even. So because it didn't look like it was going to hold, there's kind of some resistance in that area right there. So I went ahead and closed that one out for a break even. That was Disney. Tesla, I just did a couple of contracts on Disney, Tesla on this, but that one actually worked out pretty well. I didn't base it on the open price on Monday when I did the Iron Condor on it. Because it actually had really strong support right around 300. So I figured it'll either bounce off of 300 or close below. But then they got news, and obviously, yeah, that one wound up max profits down here easily. I think I closed that out on Thursday actually for like 245 for that 250 spread. So the red zone here in the center is just max loss, anything green. And actually, I didn't sell any Iron Condors on the outside of this, so green would go forever. But just in case reversal, I went ahead and closed it out for pretty close to max on Thursday anyway. And then let's see, SPY. All right, so it was a short week. SPY normally moves, you know, I think at a minimum $2. The problem was volatility went up crazy here at the end of this last week, and I couldn't get the inside strikes on Iron Condor were $3 from where it opened at instead of $2. I couldn't get close enough. So I would have been better off probably if I had waited till Tuesday to try to open it for a better price, because it was trading, that Iron Condor was like it trading at 86 cents for like a $1 wide strikes on either side. So it's it's not a very good return on it. And being a short week, I didn't want to spend as much on it, but that actually probably would have helped my probability if I had got $2 wide strikes. I think, when we close at 263, I think it opened it, I don't remember what it was. Hold on, we can look here real quick. So, let's see, it opened on Monday. It opened at 262. So, yeah, max gains even doing $2 wide on the strikes that you're selling on the outside and call spread, it would have been at 264. Yeah, we didn't quite close that. You probably could have closed it out for 90 cents or something here, but I think the main issue here was that it was a shorter week. Also, the other thing I'm noticing too on these is your open price on Monday is a little bit high. You can enter this, really it has more to do with time. It's not hitting max value till then. And I think that's another reason they were a little bit higher priced, because there's only 4 days left on it instead of 5, but I don't know, typically that makes it go down. So if I open this on Tuesday, like I think I paid 70 cents per Iron Condor. So it's a call spread on this side, it was 264, 265, and the put spread was 259, or no, sorry, 260, 259 put spread here. if I waited till Tuesday to open that, I'd get a better price. Now it looked like it was probably going to rebound and keep on going up here. It didn't. So the first day I opened it, it went in the money all max gains area on the very first day, and then the second day open looked like it may take off further, and nope, reverse, and we actually hit both sides of the max profit area on that day. And that day it looked like it may continue, but then it reversed. So things just bounced in the middle here. I bought them for $70. I closed them out really almost at the very top right up here on Thursday for like 50. So I think I had like a 39% loss on that one. So here's probably what I did wrong. One, shorter week, didn't give that as much time to move. Two, the other thing I probably did wrong would be the wider strikes. Let me see if I can get back to the screen here. Oh, here we go. Stop share. There. Okay. So yeah, first thing I did probably was, probably even getting into that in the first place with a shorter week. I think that makes a difference. And then having the $3 on either side of the open price Monday, that didn't help, I think, but the price was higher. So a shorter week like that, I think if I did that again, the other thing I would probably do is wait till, it seems strange, but wait till Tuesday to get into it. It doesn't typically, there's not as much volume, and it doesn't typically move as much on a shorter week. And the third thing, I had been selling on the inside, I was buying the iron condor, and then wide strikes I was doing, selling iron condor, which decreases your risk on the inside one by 10% if it stays in the middle. I didn't sell that outside one. I couldn't get a real good price, a real good fill on it anyway. It was like, for like a $3 wide strike on both sides, it was like $25 minus commission. So I had that happen last week, and then wind up, taking a loss on that, max gains on the other. But so I didn't do that. That would have decreased my risk a little bit. I didn't do it because of just the crazy swing that we had last week. And sitting on that moving average, I figured, it'll bounce or drop under. And really, it pretty much did nothing all week. So other things that I figured out this week too was on, the ETFs. If you do DIA and QQQ, those two have the least amounts of similar, or overlapping stocks in them, I guess I should say. So those two, and I need to look at what the normal trade range is in a week, Monday through Friday, but those two might trade just a little bit differently. And if you look at this past week, they did. SPY has a lot of the stocks that are in either of those two in it too. So that seems like it's almost a combination of the two. I know there's some stuff I was looking at online that showed which ones are in which and which ones overlap. That was kind of helpful. But I'm going to put on another one of these first of the week. And as a matter of fact, I might do, after I look at the numbers, I think QQQ and SPY was, I think typically in a full week was at least $2 or $3 up or down, excluding the short weeks. It's usually not as moving quite as much on those weeks. So I think we'll try to set up a trade on DIA, QQQ, and possibly SPY. I might do the same thing on both. The moving averages and support and resistance areas on those are all a little bit different. So I don't think that they should open and close exactly the same. So there should be, a few differences in that from week to week. So even if you're losing on one, you might gain on another. I'm trying to figure out, if I wait till Monday afternoon or something like that to get in the trade, or you may even be able to wait till Tuesday to get in these trades on these iron condors, and still base it around the open price on Monday. Forget what the price is, but if you're, here's your open price, here's your put spread, here's your call spread. And obviously, if the stock moves into one of those, this one's going to be worth more, this one's going to be worth less. So it kind of offsets. So you can actually, the timing on getting into it really isn't, that important. So all I'm looking at is just what's the open price Monday, and then just go, buy, if the open price is 260, then buy the 261 and sell the 262, and then vice versa on the put side. So that your outside strikes that you're selling on that iron condor are just $2 wide. So it's a real high chance of it falling in one of those. As far as calling direction, yeah, forget it. It's been kind of all over the place. So we know that it's going to move. I just, I don't know. I'm apparently not good at calling what direction it's going to move, and that's completely random. But if you look at kind of the history of that for the last 3 months, it moves somewhere. It usually closes somewhere above or below where it opened at on Monday. So that's kind of when I'm just playing those odds. And for the last 3 months, it's always moved, exception of short weeks where it was only a couple dollars. Usually it was, $3 or $4 or more on SPY. So, I'm going to set up some of those. If you got any questions, let me know.